In a quiet corner of a green world, where leaves whisper in the wind and sunlight dances through branches, a tiny life begins its journey, almost invisible to the human eye, yet destined to become one of nature's most fascinating hunters. This is the story of the praying mantis, an insect that seems almost mystical, with its folded arms and calm, watchful presence, as if it is always deep in thought or prayer. But behind that peaceful pose lies a creature of precision, patience, and surprising intelligence. The life of a praying mantis begins inside a protective case called an ootheca, a foamy structure that hardens into a shield against cold, predators, and harsh weather. This small capsule may hold dozens or even hundreds of eggs, each one carrying the promise of a new life. During winter or dry seasons, the ootheca remains still and silent, blending into tree bark, branches, or walls, waiting for the right moment. When warmth returns and conditions become favorable, something magical happens. Tiny mantis nymphs begin to emerge, one by one. They push their way out into the world, each no larger than a grain of rice. Yet already perfectly formed, they look like miniature adults, with long bodies, jointed legs, and those signature front limbs folded neatly as if in prayer. From the very first moment, they are independent. There is no parent to guide them, no protection, no teaching, only instinct. And that instinct tells them to move, to hunt, and sometimes even to compete with each other. In fact, many young mantises do not survive their first hours, as siblings may turn into rivals, and the stronger ones may feed on the weaker ones. This may seem harsh, but in nature, it is a way to ensure that only the fittest continue the journey. Those who survive begin exploring their surroundings, climbing plants, leaves, and stems, their bodies perfectly designed to blend into the environment. Some are green like fresh leaves, others brown like dry twigs. This camouflages their first line of defense, helping them avoid birds, reptiles, and other predators. But it also makes them excellent hunters. Even at such a young age, mantis nymphs are skilled predators. They do not chase their prey. Instead, they wait patiently, staying completely still, watching with large, alert eyes that can turn and focus with remarkable accuracy when an unsuspecting insect comes close. In a flash faster than the blink of an eye, the mantis strikes. Its front legs shoot forward, armed with sharp spines that trap the prey securely. There is no escape. The mantis then begins to feed, carefully and efficiently. This ability to hunt with such speed and precision is one of the most amazing traits of the praying mantis, and it develops very early in life. As the nymph grows, it must shed its skin, a process called molting. Because its outer covering does not stretch, it must break free and form a new, larger one. This happens several times during its life, each molt bringing it closer to adulthood. But molting is also a dangerous time. While shedding its skin, the mantis is soft and vulnerable, unable to defend itself. Many do not survive this stage, but those who do emerge stronger and larger, ready to continue their journey. With each stage, their hunting skills improve, their movements become more precise, and their appearance more defined. Slowly, the tiny nymph transforms into a graceful yet deadly insect, perfectly adapted to its environment. This early phase of life is all about survival, growth, and learning through instinct. There is no comfort, no rest, only the constant balance between being hunter and being hunted. Yet, through this struggle, the praying mantis begins to reveal its true nature, a creature of patience, focus, and quiet strength, living in harmony with the rhythm of nature, unseen but always present, waiting for the perfect moment to act. As the young praying mantis continues its journey, each passing day brings new challenges and new strength. The small nymph that once struggled to survive now begins to grow into a confident and capable hunter. Its body becomes longer and stronger, its legs more powerful, and its senses sharper. This stage of life is filled with quiet learning, not through teaching, but through experience. Every movement, every hunt, every escape adds to its skill, shaping it into one of nature's most efficient predators. The mantis spends much of its time still, almost invisible among leaves and branches. Its ability to remain motionless for long periods is not laziness, but a powerful survival strategy. It saves energy and avoids attention, while also preparing for the perfect hunting moment. Its large compound eyes play a very important role, giving it a wide field of vision and the ability to judge distance with surprising accuracy. Unlike many insects, the mantis can actually turn its head to look around, almost like a human observing the world. This gives it a unique awareness of its surroundings, allowing it to react quickly to both prey and danger. As it grows, the mantis continues to molt several times, each molt marking a new stage called an instar. With each instar, its wings begin to develop slowly. At first they appear as small pads on its back, but with time, they grow larger and more defined. Though the mantis cannot fly yet, these developing wings are a sign that it is getting closer to adulthood. During this time, its appetite also increases. It begins to hunt larger prey, including flies, grasshoppers, crickets, and even other mantises. Yes, the mantis is known for its cannibalistic behavior. Especially when food is limited, it does not hesitate to feed on its own kind if the opportunity arises. This may seem surprising, but it is simply part of its instinct to survive. Every meal provides the energy needed to grow and prepare for the next stage of life. The hunting technique of the mantis becomes more refined with time. It relies on stealth, patience, and perfect timing. It does not waste energy chasing prey. Instead, it positions itself carefully, often swaying gently like a leaf in the wind to avoid detection. When the moment is right, it strikes with incredible speed, its front legs snapping shut like a trap, holding the prey firmly with sharp spines. This movement is so fast that it is almost invisible to the human eye, making the mantis one of the fastest strikers in the insect world. But life is not only about hunting. Danger is always present. Birds, lizards, frogs, and even larger insects see the mantis as food. To survive, the mantis relies on its camouflage and stillness, but if threatened, it can also display defensive behavior. It may raise its front legs, spread its wings, and appear larger and more intimidating. Some species even show bright colors or eye-like patterns to scare predators. This sudden display can be enough to surprise and confuse an attacker, giving the mantis a chance to escape. As the mantis continues to grow, it becomes a true master of patience. It understands, in its own instinctive way, that survival is not about constant action, but about choosing the right moment. This quiet discipline is what makes the praying mantis so unique. It teaches us something simple yet powerful, that sometimes stillness and focus can be more effective than speed and noise. By the time it reaches its later stages, the mantis is no longer just surviving. It is thriving, fully adapted to its environment, confident in its abilities, and ready for the final transformation into adulthood, a stage where new instincts will guide it toward reproduction and the continuation of its kind. At last, after many stages of growth and careful transformation, the praying mantis reaches adulthood. This is the phase where it becomes a complete and fully developed hunter. Its wings are now fully formed, stretching neatly along its back, giving it the ability to fly, although it prefers short and controlled movements. Rather than long journeys, its body is strong yet light, perfectly balanced for both stillness and sudden action, and its presence in the natural world becomes even more powerful and noticeable. The adult mantis carries an air of calm confidence, as if it understands its place in the ecosystem. It no longer moves with uncertainty, but with purpose, every step slow and deliberate, every pause filled with awareness. Its hunting skills are now at their peak. It can capture not only small insects, but also larger prey such as moths, beetles, and even small frogs or lizards. In rare cases, some larger mantis species have even been observed catching small birds, showing just how powerful and efficient this insect can be. The mantis continues to rely on its remarkable camouflage, blending perfectly with leaves, flowers, or branches. Some species even mimic flowers so well that insects are attracted to them, mistaking them for a source of nectar, only to become prey in a sudden and silent strike. This clever disguise is not just for hunting, but also for protection, as many predators still pose a threat. Despite its strength, as the days pass, a new instinct begins to rise within the adult mantis, the instinct to reproduce. This is one of the most fascinating and sometimes misunderstood parts of its life. When the time is right, male mantises begin searching for females, guided by chemical signals in the air. The male is usually smaller and more cautious because approaching a female is not without risk. The female mantis is larger, stronger, and always hungry, and sometimes the male may become more than just a partner. He may become a meal. This behavior, known as sexual cannibalism, has made the praying mantis famous around the world, but it is important to understand that it does not happen every time, and it is part of a natural process. In some cases, the female may consume the male during or after mating. This provides her with extra nutrients, which can help in producing strong and healthy eggs. Even in this act, nature shows its focus on survival and continuation. After mating, the female begins the process of creating the next generation. She carefully selects a safe location, such as a branch, leaf, or hidden surface, and produces another ootheca, the protective egg case that will hold her offspring. She deposits the eggs within this foamy structure, which quickly hardens to protect them from cold, predators, and environmental changes. Once her task is complete, the female's role comes to an end. She does not stay to guard the eggs, as the life cycle of the mantis is built on independence from the very beginning. As seasons begin to change, especially in colder regions, the adult mantis faces its final stage of life. It has lived through danger, growth, and reproduction, fulfilling its role in the natural balance. Its movements may slow, its strength may fade, and eventually, it becomes part of the very environment it once ruled as a hunter, its body returning to the earth, supporting new life in unseen ways. The cycle continues, as the eggs remain protected within the ootheca, waiting for the right moment to begin again. This adult phase of the praying mantis is not just about power and survival, but also about purpose. Every action, from hunting to reproduction, plays a role in maintaining the balance of nature. It reminds us that life is not only about living, but about contributing to the world around us, even in and entire ecosystems. One of the most valuable contributions of the praying mantis is its role as a natural pest controller. It feeds on a wide variety of insects that are harmful to crops and plants, including flies, aphids, caterpillars, and beetles. These pests can damage food supplies and reduce the quality of crops, but the mantis helps control their population without the need for harmful chemicals. In a world where people are becoming more aware of the dangers of pesticides, the praying mantis stands as a natural and eco-friendly solution, working silently day and night, reducing the number of harmful insects and protecting plants in a balanced way. Farmers and gardeners often appreciate the presence of mantises in their fields, as they help maintain a healthy environment. However, the mantis is not selective in the way humans might expect. It will also eat beneficial insects such as bees or butterflies if given the chance. This reminds us that nature does not follow human rules of good and bad, but instead follows balance. Every creature plays its role, and the mantis is simply doing what it is designed to do. Beyond agriculture, the praying mantis has also inspired human curiosity and learning. Scientists study its vision, movement, and hunting techniques to better understand how such a small creature can have such precise control and reaction speed. Its ability to judge distance and strike accurately has even influenced research in robotics and computer vision. Engineers look at the mantis as a model for designing machines that can react quickly and efficiently, showing how nature can guide human innovation in unexpected ways. The mantis also holds a special place in culture and imagination. In some traditions, it is seen as a symbol of patience, stillness, and mindfulness. Its calm posture, with folded front legs, gives the impression of deep focus or meditation, reminding people to slow down and observe the world carefully. In certain cultures, it is even believed to bring good luck or spiritual meaning, representing awareness and balance. Children and adults alike are often fascinated when they encounter a mantis, watching how it turns its head, studies its surroundings, and moves with quiet grace. It creates a moment of connection between humans and the natural world, a reminder that even the smallest creatures can be full of wonder. Another interesting benefit of the praying mantis is its role in education and awareness. It is often used in classrooms and nature programs to teach about insect life cycles, adaptation, and ecosystems. Its unique appearance and behavior make it easy for people to remember and understand important biological concepts. Through the mantis, many people develop a deeper respect for insects and the environment as a whole, understanding that every living thing has a purpose. Even if it is not immediately obvious, the presence of mantises can also be a sign of a healthy environment because they thrive in areas where there is a good balance of plant life and insect populations. Seeing a mantis in a garden or field often means that the ecosystem is functioning well, with enough food and shelter to support different forms of life. In this way, the mantis becomes a quiet indicator of environmental health, guiding humans to recognize the importance of preserving natural spaces. Despite all these benefits, the praying mantis remains a mysterious and often misunderstood creature. Some people may feel fear or discomfort because of its unusual shape or its hunting behavior, but in reality, it is harmless to humans. It does not seek to attack or harm people, and if left undisturbed, it will simply continue its peaceful life, focused on survival and balance. By understanding the mantis better, humans can learn to appreciate its role and even welcome its presence. This part of the mantis story shows that its life is not isolated from ours, but connected in quiet and meaningful ways. It teaches us that even a small insect can have a big impact, helping to protect food, inspire ideas, and remind us of the beauty and balance of the natural world. As the story of the praying mantis reaches its final chapter, it gently returns to where it all began, completing a cycle that has been repeating for millions of years, a cycle of birth, growth, survival, and renewal, hidden within the stillness of nature. After the adult mantis has lived its life and the seasons begin to change, what remains is not an ending, but a quiet promise of new beginnings. The ootheca, carefully placed and sealed by the female, holds within it the next generation. Protected from cold winds, rain, and predators, it rests silently through time, unnoticed by most, yet full of life waiting to awaken. When warmth returns and the world begins to bloom again, the tiny nymphs will emerge just as before, repeating the same journey, facing the same challenges, guided by the same instincts. This endless cycle reminds us that life in nature does not truly end. It transforms and continues in new forms, each generation connected to the one before it. The praying mantis, though small and quiet, becomes a powerful symbol of this continuity. Its life teaches lessons that go far beyond the insect world. One of the most important lessons it offers is the value of patience. In a world where everything often feels fast and rushed, the mantis shows us the strength of stillness. It does not chase every opportunity. It waits, watches, and acts only when the moment is right. This simple behavior holds a deep meaning, reminding us that careful observation and timing can often lead to better results than constant action. Another lesson is focus. The mantis does not get distracted easily. Once it sets its attention on something, it remains fully aware and prepared. This level of concentration is rare, yet it is something humans can learn from, especially in a world full of noise and distractions. By focusing on what truly matters, we can achieve greater clarity and success. The mantis also teaches acceptance of nature's balance. Its life may seem harsh at times, with competition, danger, and even cannibalism. But these are all parts of a larger system that keeps ecosystems stable. It reminds us that nature is not about perfection or fairness, but about balance and survival. Understanding this can help humans develop a deeper respect for the natural world, rather than trying to control it completely. There is also a quiet lesson in independence. From the moment a mantis is born, it must rely on itself. There is no guidance or protection from parents, yet it survives, grows, and fulfills its purpose. This shows a form of natural resilience, a reminder that strength often comes from facing challenges alone and learning through experience. At the same time, the mantis encourages curiosity and wonder. Its unique appearance, with its triangular head, large eyes, and folded arms, invites people to stop and look closer, to ask questions, and to explore the world around them. It becomes a doorway into the beauty of nature, especially for those who take the time to observe it carefully. Even its quiet movements, the gentle sway of its body, the sudden precision of its strike, carry a kind of natural artistry. A reminder that beauty can be found not only in bright colors or loud displays, but also in silence and subtlety. As humans continue to grow and develop technology and cities, creatures like the praying mantis remind us of the importance of staying connected to nature. They show us that even the smallest lives have meaning and purpose, and that the health of our world depends on the balance of all living things. Protecting environments where such creatures can thrive is not just about saving insects, but about preserving the delicate systems that support life on Earth. In the end, the praying mantis is more than just an insect. It is a silent teacher, a patient hunter, and a symbol of balance. Its journey from a tiny egg to a skilled predator and back to a new generation is a story of resilience, adaptation, and quiet strength. And as we step back and observe this journey, we are reminded that nature does not need to be loud to be powerful. Sometimes, the most meaningful lessons come from the quietest voices, hidden among the leaves, waiting patiently for us to notice them.